I have also worked with BFM Radio, where I've been sensitizing communities. I believe this provides me with better positioning for the national level legislation representing the people of Bushenyi as the district woman member of parliament. Why my candidature? We come into this election at the critical time when our district stands at crossroads. Unfortunately, we have lost direction due to leadership that hasn't been fit for purpose. Our candidature aims to fulfill this gap and chart a new course for change progress. However, there are issues that have come up that I feel I must address first and foremost. I would like to bring to your attention to a pressing matter that requires utmost urgency and concern. I have been denied access to BFM radio to be able to communicate with my people and lay my manifesto before them by the incumbent Honorable Annette Katsime Mugisha, the incumbent woman MP, through her husband Silver Mugisha, who happens to be the majority shareholder of that radio. Why are they in that panic mode? What don't they want people to hear or know or appreciate? Is this the way they want to have their weaknesses hidden from the public? Allow me also to inform you that having worked for BFM radio for 16 years, I was recently fired without notice. Yes, according to the policy, I should have, just like any other intending politician, resigned my job to participate in politics, but I was not allowed to resign. I was fired through a phone call, and to me and my supporters, this was unfair, and it is a shame that I worked for all these years and I was fired like that. As an independent candidate in the upcoming elections, I believe this action is a blatant infringement on my media rights and an attempt to silence my voice. It's unfortunate that such tactics are being employed, undermining the principles of fair play and equal opportunities. I urge the public to join me in condemning the unfair practices that have led to my denial of access to BFM radio and stand in solidarity with me as I seek to represent the interests of Bushenyi district in parliament. Together, let's promote a culture of tolerance, respect, fairness in our democratic process, and work towards a brighter future for our motherland, Bushenyi district. However, this will not deter me from sharing my vision and with the people of Bushenyi. Our district has been plagued by commercialized politics, producing dealers rather than leaders. As a result, leadership no longer works for the common good of the people. Bushenyi district is highly fractured, with individuals working in silos rather than as a collective, leaving the ordinary people to fend for themselves. As your representative, I pledge to work with citizens and fellow leaders to reshape the future of our district. My manifesto is built on the following key pillars: fighting corruption, ensuring transparency and accountability in government dealings to spur economic growth and development, promoting quality education. I'll be advocating for the improved education infrastructure, that is, the trained teachers and resources to enhance learning outcomes. Access to health services. I'll be working towards accessible, affordable, and quality health care for all residents of Bushenyi district. Improvement of household incomes. I'll be supporting initiatives that promote economic empowerment, entrepreneurship, and job creation. Then work on promotion of human rights. I'll work towards protecting and promoting the rights of all individuals, particularly vulnerable groups, to ensure quality, equality, and justice. Ensuring government works for everyone. I'll make sure that I work tirelessly to ensure that government programs and services benefit all residents of Bushenyi without discrimination. Ladies and gentlemen, to address the bottlenecks to development, I'll focus on the following: boosting productivity. I'll ensure that issues affecting productivity and competitiveness in our district are addressed decisively. Market access. I'll work towards the responsible. I'll work with the government, with the responsible government agencies to ensure improved access to markets for our produce and products. I also want to address the value addition and industrialization by promoting value addition and industrialization to create jobs and increase incomes. On electricity connectivity, I will advocate for electricity connectivity to rural areas to spur economic growth. On employment opportunities, through my legislative role, I will ensure the barriers to employment and promoting job creation are addressed. I also work towards building linkages by fostering partnerships between our district and the central government and other regions to promote economic growth and development. On infrastructure development, I'll work with the central government to address the infrastructure challenges, including roads. Then I'll also work on addressing income inequalities by advocating for policies and programs to reduce income inequality and promote economic inclusiveness. Furthermore, I pledge to amplify citizens' voice by ensuring that every citizen of Bushenyi district has a platform to air their views, concerns, and aspirations and is heard. Ladies and gentlemen, I also wish to restore Bushenyi's national presence. I work towards returning Bushenyi to the national high table, ensuring our district's interests are represented and prioritized. I also champion the cause of vulnerable groups. I'll give due attention to the plight of women, youth, and all marginalized groups and promoting inclusivity and equity. I want to unite Bushenyi again. I will collaborate with the other leaders to foster unity, promoting a spirit of togetherness and collective progress, and working towards making Bushenyi great again. Most importantly, I will breathe fresh air in our politics by ushering in a new leadership agenda that bridges the dreams of ordinary citizens to the actions and development agenda of the government. My leadership will ensure that development doesn't leave anyone behind, be it the rich or poor, rural or urban, educated or uneducated, old or young, women or men, farmers or traders. Everyone will have a stake in our district's progress. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm Carol Namara. I was somewhere. It was a Friday. Of course, I was preparing for my Saturday program, and I received a call from the station telling me tomorrow you shouldn't come to the station. Of course, I asked why. They told me, since you're competing with the shareholder of BFM, you are not allowed to come back here. I said, yeah, I know it. By policy, I know. Yeah, I'm supposed to resign. I actually requested them to give me time, resign, put it in writing, but also say farewell to my listeners, for the people I've worked for 16 years, but all was in vain. So that's where I stopped. Of course, from there, I also called another director to confirm whether that was true. Indeed, he told me, we told you not to stand with the Katsime, so you should not come back here. And that was it. I requested them to give me a talk show on my bill, of course. First, they told me they were going to look into it. Later, they declined. But after like days, they called me asking me, do you still want a talk show? I said yes. Which time? I dedicated the time. Actually, it was today, Wednesday, 8 to 9. So they told me, come and book your talk show. Yesterday morning, to my shock, I reached there with 1 million, because they charge an hour 1 million. I went there. They told me, sorry, the pressure is high. We cannot allow you. Maybe we can talk later. So that's how I felt. And unfortunately, I had informed my people out there that I was going to lay my manifesto today. So I think they're also still waiting for me.
So according to
Because I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, after I declared, of course, with all that pressure, there was a rumor that went around that I've been stopped from working, but also another rumor that I was brought up by Katsime Anet Mugisha, maybe to divide the votes amongst us. And so Silva Mugisha went on radio on Sunday to explain all that, to tell people that, you see, I did not bring her, you see, we did not chase her, you see, she resigned, and now I want them to bring a letter either telling me to resign or me resigning as Carol from BFM radio. So to me, it shows there is a lot of pressure there, because they know presenters are not easy. Yeah.
so what is your next process?
I believe with this press conference, news is going to go around. And to me, I feel it is also another stroke to hit them hard. But secondly, I want to stay calm as a leader. I want to stay calm. I want to move in the district. I will explain to them. People know me already. Some of them know my name. Others know my voice. So I'll go look for votes. For me, I'm a leader. I'm not a fighter. No, I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that. I want to be a leader, not a fighter. About value addition and industrialization, I want to promote value addition, and I know this will create jobs for the people, but by and large, I want to talk to government agencies, especially the Ministry of Agriculture, to make sure that they reduce on the prices of fertilizers, because Bushenyi, as you can see, our productivity has reduced, and therefore we need fertilizers. And because we have little money, our incomes are low, what we need to do is to make sure that we subsidize the fertilizers so that each and every farmer is able to access fertilizers, so that they can increase on their productivity. Another thing is about market access. Yes, you can access fertilizers, you get high, the produce is high, but when you don't have markets, still you have a challenge. So still using the same approach, I'll make sure I'll advocate for high prices for the product, so that if you have at least what you have produced, either milk, either whatever product, you are able to sell them at a higher price, and then your incomes can increase, and then you're able to access other needs.